Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Martins, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you order of precedence in Python. We're going to use a new web-based IDE for this tutorial. So in your web browser, type in repl.it. That'll bring you to this website. If you want to create a new Python file, click on new repl, select Python, and create repl. Alternatively, you can sign in with either your Google account, Facebook account, or your GitHub account. So we're going to write the code on the white part of the IDE. Then the printout will be displayed on the black section of the IDE. Now let us consider this expression. You have to create a variable. Then assign the expression to the variable. Okay. Looking at this expression, 10 plus 10 times 2, you expect that the printout will be 40, because 10 plus 10 is 20 times 2 is 40. Let's print out the value of answer. Press the run button. It says 30. So what's happening here is the multiplication part of the expression is being calculated first. So what happened is 10 times 2 is 20 plus 10, then it's 30. That's why 30 is printed out here. So in Python, multiplication takes precedence over addition. However, say if you want to prioritize a specific section of the expression, then you would have to use parentheses, or you call it brackets. Some people call it brackets and people call it parentheses. So it doesn't really matter. Depends on what you prefer to call it. So basically, you put the parentheses around area of the expression you want to prioritize. So if we want this section to be calculated first, we just put the bracket around that section. Alternatively, say I want the 10 plus 10 to be calculated first, then I'll put the parentheses around the section of the expression I want to prioritize. So now if we print this, see, 40, because the parentheses is prioritized before multiplication. There is an acronym you have to follow when it comes to the order of precedence. That is the order of the operator's precedence. So the acronym when it comes to the order of precedence is PEMDAS. The P stands for parentheses, the E for exponents, the M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and the S for subtraction. And this is the order your operators will always follow. And as an absolute beginner, I believe this is the core operators and order of precedence you should be familiar with. However, if you are interested in more advanced operators and which one of the operators take precedence outside these 6 operators, then you can go on to the official Python website and familiarize yourself with the order of precedence. But as an absolute beginner, this is the order, the operators that you should be familiar with, and the order of precedence. Now we'll move on to strings. In computer science, a lot of what we do has to do with data and text manipulation. So declare another variable. A hello world and Python programming are strings because they are enclosed in quotes. And to print them out, we use the built-in print function. Hello world. You can print both Python programming. Okay. Strings are actually combined set of characters. So we can access individual character of a string. For example, say we want to print out just this portion of the variable var1, which is hello world. We just want to print out hello. So we are accessing a specific value or values in a string. So to do that, the built-in print function and specify the variable, and we have to create the range of the character we want to access using the colon. So we want to start from H, which is the position of 0. I want to end at O, which is the 4th index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will use number 5 because here is saying starts at the 1st index and stop before the 5th index, not including the 5th index. So let's print it out, and so you can see what the printout will display. Hello. So that is how to access values in a string. You can also access individual values. Say you want to access just P from the var2 variable. You specify the variable, then you add the index. Let's come P. So to access individual character of a string, we use the individual index value. So for P, the index is 0. Sometimes you want to print out your string on a separate line. Using the print function, ensure that you have the word you want to print out in between the double quotes. Programming on one line now, one straight line. Say if you want to print this out on a separate line, then you can use the escape characters. All you have to do is to add backslash and n, and there's a list of all the escape characters in Python on the official Python website. You can go on the website to familiarize yourself with the different escape characters. But as a beginner, one of the escape characters you will use quite often is the new line escape character. That's backslash n. So if you print this out now, so it's on 2 separate lines. Another very useful escape character is the tab. And that's a T. Let's create a space, a tab space between the 2 words. Yeah, the space here. Now we'll move on to string concatenation. That's where you want to add value to your existing string. And you do this by using the plus operator. Let's create some basic variable. Let's define. So if we want to combine these 2 strings together, we'll use the plus operator. When we print out var3, saying hello world, combine together. If you notice, there's no space there. You can concatenate the space also. So to create a space, you need double quotes, create a space, excuse me, double quotes, will create the space. Now if you refresh the screen and reprint, you see there's a space between the hello and the word. So that was created using this double quotes here and by concatenating it with the plus sign. Now let's talk about strings repetition. Say if you want to print out a specific word a number of times. Say let's declare a variable. For this printout, we want it to come out or show up on the display separate line. So we use the \n, print it out on a separate line. So we want to print it out, say 10 times. Use the asterisk times 10. So watch what happens here when I click the run button. So it prints it out 10 times on a separate line. Without this escape character, so if we remove that, all comes up on the same line. For a better display of the printout, advisable to use the separate line. Now let's look at the string formatting operator. We'll do this by printing out a statement. So the string format is the percentage symbol. It's an integers. It's a D. Okay, so what's happening here is this value here will be replaced by this value. Then this value here will be replaced by this value. So if we go ahead and print this, so this is the string formatting operator. It can get more complex than this, but for a beginner, I believe you should get used to just the string and the integer first before moving on to the other one. And if you're interested and want to familiarize yourself with the other formatting symbols, you can go on to the official Python website, get a full list of all the string formatting symbols. That would do it for this tutorial. Please remember to subscribe and press the notification button so you get notified each time I publish a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.